So before I begin this video, I just have to let you guys know that these are nothing but rumors and speculation at this time. So this isn't anything that's been like confirmed by Warner Brothers or DC or anything like that. These are simply just rumors, but I'm going to be kind of digging through these rumors with you guys, seeing what we can learn about these potential things that could be happening with the DC and J.J. Abrams, and I'll be kind of giving my thoughts about it as well. So J.J. Abrams reportedly directing new Green Lantern and Superman movies. As we all know, recently J.J. Abrams made a shift to go work for Warner Brothers and DC. So beyond that, we don't know exactly what he's going to be working on. So these aren't like confirmed things or anything. So while comic book movie fans are still drudging through the seemingly endless amount of information Marvel Studios presented at their San Diego Comic-Con panel, rumors suggest Warner Brothers may soon be revealing a pretty big surprise of their own, and it's all centered around their new multi-million-dollar deal with J.J. Abrams. I can't remember the exact amount that he was paid and stuff, but I know that J.J. was paid like a lot of money. Oh, right here. I think it talks about it right here, actually. According to Cosmic Book News, so take this with a very large grain of salt, Abrams will be helming both a new Superman and Green Lantern film for the DCEU. The director, who once penned a Superman script for the studios back in the early 2000s, recently closed a $500 million deal with Warner Media so his company Bad Robot could exclusively create new television, film, and streaming projects. We got this covered, had previously heard this deal was part of a larger plan to nab Abrams for the DCEU, and now that's looking more and more likely. Now, I wasn't someone who's actually happy about the with Warner Brothers buying out Bad Robot, because I actually enjoy, for the most part, a lot of Bad Robot's films, even the ones that J.J. Abrams isn't directing and stuff, especially the ones that J.J. Abrams isn't directing, I should say. Like, I really, really enjoyed Overlord, which was a film that came out, what was it, last year? I think it was last year, which was kind of like a World War II horror zombie type of movie. I really, really enjoyed that movie a lot. I believe that Bad Robot also made 10 Cloverfield Lane, which I was also a big fan of as well. So I like the movies that they make, and I think that they're kind of more unique and fresh compared to what we usually get from Hollywood and stuff. So hearing about this deal definitely makes me not... I'm not happy with this deal, because all I see is a potential saturation of Bad Robot and stuff happening, and I don't want to see that happen. But that's probably is what's going to happen, because that's what happens when these big studios buy out the smaller studios. So, we got this covered, had previously heard this deal was part of a larger plan, to nab Abrams for the DCU, and now that's looking more and more likely. Cosmic Book News makes no mention as to whether or not it was Warner Brothers or the director himself who chose the Green Lantern and Superman projects. From what I heard, it sounded like this was simply just a whispering, a rumor or something like that Cosmic Book News heard while at San Diego Comic-Con or something along those lines. So it's very elusive, and there isn't hardly any concrete sort of evidence behind these rumors or anything. So yeah, like they said, take this with a big grain of salt, a very, very big grain of salt, probably like a size of grain of salt that you can barely carry with your hands. In fact, a Green Lantern Corps movie was initially announced back in 2014 for a short amount of time. It looked like Mission Impossible Fallout's Chris McQuarrie was attached to direct, bringing along frequent collaborator Tom Cruise to star, but those plans fell apart. Meanwhile, a possible Superman reboot has been up in the air for the better part of the last few years. While Henry Cavill begrudgingly admits that he's still contracted to return for a future Man of Steel sequel, it seems like his take on the character is slowly being phased out, and I really think that is what is happening here with Warner Brothers, with the DCEU. I think that they're going to be continuing to phase out the things that weren't really working for them in the DCEU and stuff. They're basically soft rebooting a lot of it and stuff, and especially since Henry Cavill is now going to be part of the Witcher series, I think he's going to be pretty busy with that, and I could definitely see him making that more of his focus instead of returning as Superman. So In fact, the Superman cameo in this year's Shazam didn't even bring the actor back, and instead awkwardly cropped his head out of frame, which I didn't really find awkward. I thought that it was pretty cool how they just kind of made a subtle reference, even though you knew obviously who is supposed to be and stuff. In any case, if this rumor is true, it only solidifies 2019 as the year of J.J. Abrams. The director's next film, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, will bring the mainline science fiction franchise to its proper conclusion, surely breaking box office records in the process, which we'll have to wait and see if that is true or not. But I never understood the hype for J.J. Abrams. I never really thought that he was like an amazing director or anything. A lot of people have been calling him for years the next Steven Spielberg, and I don't think that at all. I don't think that J.J. Abrams has anything on Steven Spielberg. He doesn't even come close to Steven Spielberg's level. I've also heard people compare him to like Alfred Hitchcock and some of these other directors like that, and I'm like, dude, no. Like, I would call J.J. Abrams like a lower mid-tier level director, and Steven Spielberg obviously would be like a top-tier director, and then Alfred Hitchcock would be like in the elite top directors and stuff. So, J.J. Abrams doesn't even come close to their level, and I just don't understand the hype behind J.J. Abrams, but I think he has a lot of power in Hollywood, which is probably how he got this deal with Warner Brothers and DC and stuff. It's crazy how much power J.J. Abrams actually has in Hollywood, and he knows a lot of people. He knows how to pull strings. He knows how to get where he wants to be in Hollywood, and so that is how I think he ended up being in this situation that he is in now with Warner Brothers and stuff like that. Plus, it helps out his business, Bad Robot, financially, so that's always a pretty big incentive as well. So, those are just kind of my thoughts about it. I don't think that J.J. Abrams... I don't know if he's going to be directing a Superman and Green Lantern movie or not. It's really hard to tell with the DCEU. The DCEU is one of the most unpredictable things at this point, just because they constantly change things and they constantly are changing their mind and what they're doing and all of that type of stuff. So it's really, really hard to pinpoint what the DCEU will be doing moving forward, because it doesn't even seem like they know what they're doing, to be completely honest. But I don't want to see a J.J. Abrams movie. I don't really care too much about J.J. Abrams at all anymore, to be honest. I've realized just how overhyped he is, and I just don't care. I don't care to see a J.J. Abrams Superman movie or a Green Lantern movie. I don't think it's going to be anything that special. I don't think it's going to be anything on like the level of... what we really need is someone to come along to make a Superman type of movie that will shake up the franchise in a powerful way while keeping true to the character and stuff. Kind of like what Christopher Nolan did with The Dark Knight, with the Batman and stuff. Like that's what he did. He shook up the legacy of Batman in a way while still honoring the character of Batman and keeping him the badass, awesome, completely iconic character that he is. So that's what we need for Superman, and I just don't think that J.J. Abrams has what it takes to do that with Superman. Anyway, those are my thoughts about it. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this rumor? What do you think about J.J. Abrams possibly directing a Superman movie? Let me know in the comments below what you think, and I'll talk to you all very soon in another video. Talk to you later. Bye.
Hey everyone, it's Jeremy from geeksandgamers.com, and if you're a fan of Geeks and Gamers, please go to our website, visit our merchandise store. We have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, beanies, tank tops, and in the very near future, we're going to have many more products for you to choose from. So thank you for the support. We appreciate it. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.